Hi everyone, we are back with Little Big Workshop. This is just trying to play it. And today we have continued a little bit from where we left off. And we are going to make an attempt to finish as many of these robots as possible. Let's look on the market and see what else is available. We have this big contract of mountain bikes. We're going to try that as well. We're going to do a couple of these other ones because we just need the experience, really. And I think that that's one of the main things, obviously, when it comes to games like this. You just need the experience because we need to get through this research and development. I want to get through this as fast as possible, but I don't want to rush it and actually mess it up. So we should be good on the 50 advanced products. That's going to take care of itself. We need 4 more specialists. That should be fine once we get into the metal production number 3. So we need 1 more experience point, 1 more R&D point here, and we can cover that. And then we may actually do some of the zones so we can start giving them input and output zones. I'm not in a hurry for that though, really. I'm really not. And then what we may do, honestly, is get the loading bay first and then go ahead and do the zones. We're only going to pick up 2 points here. So if we look at it, that's only going to give us 5. We're only going to be able to do this and 1 more thing. I mean, we could get the zones now, but it's really not going to make too much of a difference to me at the moment. So let's see what else we can get into. We need 6 for this to even get started with either one of these. And both of these actually help tremendously. My goal is to just get all of them. I'm not going to even, I'm not even going to debate. I'm just going to get the ones that I think will help me at the moment and move on. So let's see. Our guys are doing pretty good with this particular order. Let's just move time on a little bit and let's just see where everyone is. This is going to need repairing. And that's one thing too. I can't wait to get to that point where is it? I think there's one in here where we can have our guys routinely go around and repair. Is that over here? Yeah, right here, I think. The technicians go around and they just continuously repair things once they get to, like, I think halfway. So we don't have to keep, going in to check. I mean, I still check because, depending upon how many people we actually have employed, I'm still going to check. But it's, we just need to make sure that we're covering that. I did want this employee cap because currently we have 19 out of 20 workers. So we're 1 more worker and we're right there, and something tells me we're going to end up hiring a worker pretty soon here. Especially if I expand a little bit more like I want to. We just need more people to cover more space. So as you can see what we've done, we've got another break room over here. We really needed that because we had our guys dropping like flies once again. I just, that's the worst part of this for me is I really hate when that happens because it slows down production so much. I mean, so much. So I think one of the things we're going to do when we start having more money than we know what to do with, we are going to add 1 of each machine. We probably could do that now, but I don't want to do it too soon. And then I also want to maybe pick up this area here first. How much is this area? It's $32.40, which is not that much. That's not that expensive. We're going to wait though. We're going to wait. That's one thing too that I keep making sure that I watch because I don't want to expand too soon. It looks like I may have to a certain extent, but then again, I really don't think that I have. These things should be done fairly quickly. That one's in repair. There's a bunch of people standing around right now. I wonder if we could just do some sort of, I don't want to attempt that. don't. Let's see if we can do maybe one of these smaller ones just to get some people working and a little bit of extra money in. If we have them doing, are we even using these? I don't know if we're using these. Yeah, there's a queue for these. I don't want them doing anything with something that we're using. I don't want them to get in the, I don't want anything to get in the way. But we're using all of this stuff. Let's see, is there something in basic wood that we could be doing? This is 197. We do have to try to corner some markets here, but there aren't too many of them that we probably could corner anytime soon. Now the requirements for this is going to go down, but so is the price. This price is that's horrible, but it probably will go up. This price is decent. The price is going up on this and the demand is going down. That actually is a good thing, but with that one you need another one to be able to do with it, which this one actually is a good candidate. So the idea of what I'm referring to is this milestone here, to simultaneously saturate the market for 2 medium or advanced products. That just means that you have to sell off the total in one cycle for a certain product. So if I was to attempt to, I would attempt to do 45 of these before this cycle was over, and then maybe one of these, 43 of this one before the cycle is over. The only issue with that is I'm almost halfway into the cycle, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the cycle is a couple of days, maybe 2 to 3 days. So, but at the same time, I could just produce as many as I can between a cycle or two, because you see the demand is going to come down. So maybe I will have enough by this time. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see what's involved in this thing. Let's see if it's a lot involved. I don't believe it is, but then again, that's really not saying a lot. Just because I don't believe it is doesn't mean that it's not. So we're going to go with facts and not speculation in this case. That is an ugly desk. I guess it's not that bad. It's different. It's dark wood, you know, it's not cherry wood. It's not, you know, it's probably not the ideal desk that I would pick, but I'm not the one buying the thing. I'm just making it and putting it out there. There's a demand. We're going to take advantage of it. That's just the way I see it. So we're going to use the 100% ones over there. And I'm eventually going to get rid of those 50% ones too, because it depends on, let me just check. Yeah, these are 50%. I think they do something else. They do the little squiggly thing though, so I may leave those alone, because I think the squiggly part is the 100%. So I may leave them alone. But we do have the assembly. Now the good thing about it is we're not going to necessarily use the assembly to make the robots. So I will have assemblies available. Let's see how long it says. 5 hours for every one of these things. That's a long time. And we're going to probably try to do, let's do 10 at a time. Let's just do 10 at a time and let's see where we are. If nothing else, we'll sell them off and try to do something else. Let's just look at this. I mean, that's asking a lot. It's probably gonna be the same for either of these. The good thing about it though is what I'm thinking, because these, no, this one is these are really different. They're both office desks, but the attributes are slightly different. And the one that we're doing is going to end up being a 1422. So it's not going to make this one, but it will make this one. And it will make this one. So you know what? We may actually end up doing this one indirectly. But I think what we're going to do is just set. We're going to set that off so that they can just start on it. And then at the same time, let's see what's involved in this one. I like this price. Right now it's saying that just right now we're looking at, Jesus. We're already looking at almost 2 days well, that's 13. Let's see. We're looking at 3 hours yeah, we might be able to do that. Let's do 10 of these also. And we're going to simultaneously do them. I mean, I don't like using stuff that we're already using for an actual contract, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And then these are not, the good thing about these is that they're not necessarily they're not pressing, so to speak. You know, it doesn't matter if we end up doing them or not. It's just something that we're attempting to do to fulfill, you know, just to fulfill one of our milestones here. And then, you know, like I said, if you don't try it, you just never know, you know, what you may be able to do. Maybe after they've attempted these, we can get an idea of how long it really takes them to do it. And then based on that, we can turn around and, you know, possibly, let's just hire our last person for now. You know, we can possibly try to tweak the process. And, you know, if that means hiring more people or whatever we need to do, then we can probably make sure we get these things done. These robots are going to be done. At least the first set of them are going to be done. So that's a good thing. This needs repair. So, yeah, and I just like to keep, you know, looking around. You know, I don't want my people to blow up. I mean, I just don't. And the main reason is obviously safety. But it also is slow production. You know, it takes them longer, obviously, because at that point, the machine is completely broken. It's like 100% broken as opposed to 50%. So it's going to take them longer to fix it. It's going to take us longer to be able to use it. And it's going to put some stuff behind. So, you know, that's just my main reason for doing it. I don't want them to get behind, nor do I want them to be, you know, on fire. It's not a good look. It really isn't a good look. You know, so, I mean, you don't want to be sitting up there eating lunch with somebody who smells like smoke. You know, like really charcoal smoke, and you know they haven't been, you know, barbecuing that day. Instead, they were the barbecue. So, yeah, it's not a good thing. Not a good thing. So let's see, we're almost finished with these first robots. I really love the way that some of these robots look. I mean, they really make it kind of cool in order to make them. You know, it's a lot of fun being able to create them like this. You know, and I really do think that, I mean, they did a good job with this. Obviously, no game is perfect. You know, no game is perfect at all. But I think they did a really good job with this game. You know, I mean, there's a lot of things that obviously could be changed and could be added, but you can probably say that for almost any game that you've played. So let's just fast forward this a little bit more. It's going to take them a while to hit those tables, mainly because those aren't priority. And I'm not going to make them priority right now. The cycle is almost over. There it is, the market cycle. Looks like we went up in rank on something. We're at 9 as far as revenue. And like I said, I do not care about revenue at the moment. I'm going to have to, because I need to beat his revenue and his net worth. But right now I'm really going after just the milestones and stuff to get myself a little closer. Because I mean, obviously that's the goal, to beat him. What's going on here? Yeah, we're coming for you, dude. Coming for you. You know, is he like cross-eyed a little bit? Do you see his eyes? It looks like something's wrong with this one. You know, he almost looked like the Count from, if anybody remembers. I mean, it's a very old Sesame Street. He looks like the Count. You know, these ears and the hat. Maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know. But yeah. I mean, it's cute. You know, that's all it is. It's just cute. Okay. So let's see now. Unfortunately, we're going to have to fast forward this too. Now, luckily, we are close to completing this one as well. We may take a break from contracts and try to complete that milestone, because that's going to be the harder milestone to complete. And anyone who's played this game or who's seen any of this in this particular area of things that we have to do, this obviously is the harder milestone. Now, I would try the advanced ones, but as you know, the advanced ones, they take quite some time. You know, all of these are robots though, so the robots actually don't take as long, but the demand for a lot of these are going up, and I need something that the demand is going down. I kind of don't care if the price goes down with it, but it's nice to have the opposite. If the demand is going down and the price is going up, that's when that's the one I need. Like this one, I would love to do 50 of these because the demand is going down. Now here maybe 45 or something like that, but it's still going to take me a while to do them. It's good money though, but you know, it's going to be hard to mass produce this. The demand is going up and the price is going up, so I'm going to end up making maybe 30 something, and then next thing I know, I'm going to need to make, you know, have a total of 50. So that's why I look for the medium ones. They're a little bit easier to do. Not saying that you take the easy way out, but sometimes, you know, you do it to get it done. You know, and in this case, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm doing it to get it done because it's going to be the harder one. And it looks like here, it may be the end of the cycle for this, but it's going to dip enough to where we should be able to cover this. The price is going up, but the demand is going down. And the same with this one, you know. Price is going up, demand is going down. I think we really picked two really good ones this time. So there is a chance that we may finish those. So I think that's what we're going to do after we finish this other contract. We're going to do our best to complete that milestone. And then see, once you complete that one, really the rest of them kind of fall into place. That's the way I look at it. The rest of them kind of fall into place. Plus, we're getting experience and everything along with it. So it's a win-win situation. You know, it really is. Let's make sure those are repaired. And, you know, it may look like micromanaging with the repair, but you kind of have to with these guys. You know, there's so many things that, you know, I mean, when the thing first blew up, I think I had one that was sabotaged or something. It was kind of funny because the guy's running around like, you know, a chicken with his head cut off. But it's like, well, now you just set me back. You know, now I can't possibly finish something because that machine that I need is inoperable at that moment. So it was like, well, it was funny to watch it, but it really wasn't that funny. So unfortunately, you know, I ended up, you know, I said, okay, from now on, I'm not going to let, you know, that happen. And, you know, I mean, it was when the game first came out, obviously the game's been out for a while and I've played a little bit, but, you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, it happens. Sometimes you can't avoid it, but when it does happen, it's one of the funniest things. You know, I mean, it was really funny with the, you know, just running around. It was just funny, like the reaction of the little dude. You know, it was really funny. So, okay, it looks like 10 of them are going to be done soon. And what I normally do is, yeah, I could send them off now, but it makes no sense to, because if I miss this market, then I'm gonna have to start all over the next market. So once 10 are done, I'm gonna put in for another 10. And we're just gonna keep cycling them. Now I could do the batch thing, but a couple of times the batch thing did not work well for me. It really started messing me up. And I was getting upset about it because it just wasn't working. Let's just put it that way. It just wasn't working at all. I mean, it was really bad. It was really bad. So I decided to just let them go ahead and do it the way that they originally did it without any problems. Now this bedside table is coming up now. And this one is, I mean, we're at 8 out of 10. So we're going to put in for 10 more of those. And we're going to watch this market pretty closely. We need 28 of these bedside tables right now. That's only going to go down. So we're going to be able to cover that pretty soon. Hopefully this 45, I don't know. It's hard to tell like where it's going to hit, but I'm going to guesstimate, which is usually probably not a good idea. But I'm going to guesstimate that this is going to go to at least, that looks like a pretty big dip. So I'm thinking maybe 30 or so. So we're going to continue until we get to that point where it looks like we have enough to saturate that market. Okay, so both of those sets were done. I mean, for the most part, these little guys do great work, you know, but you always catch them sitting around talking and stuff like that, especially your haulers, like the guys in the green hats. You know, if you just look at him, you know, I mean, he's on break. I'm figuring he's on break. That's what I'm going to say. He's on break. But, you know, he's on his phone. He's walking back and forth. He's dancing. You know, the dude enjoys his break, right? You know, which is fine. These guys are working. He's working. He's working. He's about to take a break. Love his hair. I mean, that blue hair just matches his shirt. It's wonderful. Did he just hit the thing? Yeah, he's having a couple sips of his drink. I mean, they're all having a good old time here. You know, a bunch of them on break. And that's kind of why I have extra employees too sometimes. I don't mind some of them standing around, because when they go on break, I like to know that somebody's right behind them to do what, you know, what it is they would have done had they not gone on break. So yeah, that's basically how I see that. Now I'm thinking of what other expansion do I want to do. I have plenty of space here. I'm thinking on it, because I do want to expand the robot testing area. And I actually want to expand. I think what I might do is actually close this off and make this like another spot, expand this area where they're delivering. Like, for instance, just have all deliveries like coming through here. And that way it comes in here and then goes this way, that way. It's kind of like a central location for all things that are being delivered, all materials and then finished product. I think that might be a good idea. We're going to see. We're going to see. You know, that's going to be later, obviously. Okay, so we have another cycle that's gone past. So let's see. This is at 37 now. Okay, so that went down a decent amount. It was 45 before, now it's at 37. I'm figuring this may be 30 or under. Or, I mean, that dip from here to here, it looks like a smaller dip from here to here. So I'm thinking maybe under 30. So we may actually be good even on this market cycle. And this one is at 18. This one is definitely going to be a keep. This is definitely going to be one where we're going to be able to take, we're going to be able to take this over. But we have to do it in the same market cycle. So we're almost there with this one. So I may not produce, I don't think I'm going to produce any more of these. I'm hoping this cycle, yeah, I'm hoping this cycle we can cover some of these. Let's see how long it says. 2 days for every 10. So we're going to be close to 30 in a little bit. Well, after this cycle is finished. We'll see. Because we shouldn't have to do too many on the next cycle in order to cover the rest of these. So I think that's probably going to be the plan. The bedside tables should be covered almost. If not, we just may have to do a couple or a few. But the office desks, we may have to do one more round of those. I mean, they're looking good from here. They didn't look too good at first to me, but they actually look pretty good. And another thing I have to be aware of is the office desk finished product do take up space right now. So I have to make sure that we have enough space. And let's see. I can bring this over just a bit. Yeah, I can do that, right? I don't know. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, let's move that just a little bit. I mean, it's not going to make that much of a difference, that little space, but maybe it will. Maybe I can put 2 more office desks there. But that's what my haulers are for. They're supposed to make sure everything's efficiently stacked here. Now, the good thing about it is the material that comes in does not take up that much space. And then I need to make sure they have places to walk. And that's another thing too. If I actually create an area here, I'm going to make it so they have a little walkway between here. So it can be a little more efficient. But that's just, something I'm thinking of doing, because I really didn't do it when I was playing before. On my other playthrough, I was just playing the game. And that's why I call myself just trying to play it, because I'm just trying to play the game. I'm not trying to be the most efficient. I'm not trying to do the optimal setup. I'm just trying to get things done. I was enjoying the game. I was having a good time with it. I was just doing what I needed to do. I wasn't really challenging myself to finish by a certain time, to get to a certain level by a certain time. I wasn't really doing that to myself. So, so I just went ahead and just did as much as I possibly could. I enjoyed the game, and that's basically the way I look at it. I'm just enjoying the game, and that's how I play almost any game. Let's see what other challenges. We're definitely going to try this eventually. We're going to do some more of these. We definitely have to do some more robots, because he is not even, he's close, but that's going to take at least, I want to say maybe 3 more challenges from him. Yeah, because we're only getting 56, 69 here. If we're going to get around the same, we're talking 3 more challenges from him just to get. Okay, you need repair. Let's just get that in there. Okay, so looks like they're doing pretty good. They're going to make these bedside tables. So we're going to do another set of, see, we're going to get a good 26 grand from the ones we have, but the price is going to go up again. So I don't think we can go wrong with doing another 10 of these. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I just hope I have enough space. That's what I'm concerned about right now, is do I have enough space? That's going to be a big issue. And if I don't have enough space, then I am definitely going to have to move stuff around and change things around. I don't mind doing that though. I have the space to do that. And let's see, they're still slipping and falling. Let me look here. I've got the anti-slip boots that reduces falling by 50%. I boost the item pickup and drop off speed. Wait, did I? Yeah, I did. Wait, did I do that? I don't know if I did it. I don't think I did it. Oh, I've got 4 here, so I can open up metal production. Yay! Okay, so here comes our new client. Hello! Mitzurella, I think that's how you pronounce that. Deals with anything related to speed and vehicles. So, what did he give us? Alright, so he's got a scooter engine. This one is going to be pretty good money. It's good reputation. He gives us, seems like he's going to give us enough time. So, we're going to worry about him after we cover this milestone. And I'm glad I looked because I didn't even notice that we had gotten that extra reputation point. I don't know where we got it from though. That's one thing too. I thought we only got reputation points whenever we created extra, whenever we got past these levels. But I guess, as we, I don't know, I guess as we, go up the rankings or something, we probably get them too. I don't really know. But hey, I'm not looking to give horse in the mouth, I mean, we have it. We had the point, using the point. And then the next thing I think is going to be the loading bay, because I definitely need to have an incoming and an outgoing, at least an ingoing and outgoing, because that way I don't have to worry about, I think the first thing I'm going to do is make both of them, make it so that both of them can be either one. And then as we start sending out more and more stuff, I'm going to make one dedicated for outgoing, one dedicated for ingoing, probably. I don't know. But I know I can't go wrong having an extra one. And I think that helps a lot, especially when you have multiple projects going around the same time. I got more machinery going on here? Look at this, an advanced abrasive saw. That's going to be great. Oh, this foundry, yeah. That's going to be important too. Yeah, that's why we're going to have to expand, because we're going to have to put some of this stuff in there. This advanced plasma cutter. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And I think that replaces this thing. That's a wood, no, that's a wood bender. Hold on. It replaces one of these. No, I think all of this is my wood stuff, huh? Wood and paint. It's going to replace something over here. Well, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I don't even have, no. This one. It's going to replace these two. Now, if I were to sell these now, they're $28.44. And what were these? The metal benders? They're over here. What did they? That's these. So it cost me $47.40 for these. And now this. Wait, this one. Nope. I'm looking at the completely different thing, am I? Yeah, this is different. This is not that. It's different. This one has got the squiggly blue. What do you use this squiggly blue? That's what I'm calling it. That's the official term. Squiggly blue. The plasma cutter, which is $3,900. And this one is going to be $7,800. So twice as much for twice the power. Makes sense. Makes sense. So, okay, let's look at this market, because it seems like next market we're going to be able to do something. We're at 20 products here. We're doing another 10. We're going to be at 30. This one we've already surpassed what we needed, but we're going to wait for the next cycle because we want to see how much that's going to be. Now I could sell off 2 right now just to get back to the 18, but each cycle I still will be able to sell off what I have left, so I'm not concerned about that, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing. So actually what we're waiting on is this, and we're waiting for this cycle. We don't have that long for this to dip, so I want to see how many they're going to ask for on this next cycle. And if everything holds true, and if our estimate is anywhere near close, we should be okay. And there's the next cycle. So let's see. We're at 21 units. Oh, that was a huge dip. Yeah, that was a big dip. I thought it was just going to be just slightly under. But yeah, that was a big dip. But yeah, I mean, from here to here it was -8. So I figured, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, okay, we're sitting at 21 units is what we need. But this price has gone high. So that's good for us too, because we're going to be able to sell any extras on the next cycle. So I'm not too concerned with that. So I actually like that. I will accept that. So now we're going to fast forward this a little bit, let our guys do some stuff. We have some people sitting around, so let's see if we can't possibly do one of these challenges here. We have 6 days for this. I think we should be able to do it. Okay, 1334 or 1525, 16. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. Just makes sense. 16.2 or 16.33. Every minute helps. Every minute helps. We need that. We are going to put this project out here, but we're going to put it on the back burner. So we're going to have to buy this thing. And that's where our specialists come in. And I mean, this should take us less than a day, which is really, really good. I mean, that's absolutely wonderful. Now, I could put it here, which I think I am. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, oh, it's -39. Let's see what that's going to do to this. Jesus. That's going to take us to -31. It's not like we can't overcome that, though. Let's see, I've got this in here. I have this and this in here. I can put this in here, which will definitely cover it. This will cover it. But if I put 2 of them, yeah, it'll cover it. I think. Yeah, that should cover it. And then if not, I'll put one of these in there. And as you can see, these tell you that I've played before, because you don't get these trophies unless you've completed certain things in the game. So yeah, I've played before, but I haven't gone very high level factory. I haven't like hit some of the milestones, some of the achievements, like getting I think one of them is getting level 40 in your factory, having a certain amount of money. I haven't done that. Once I completed the major challenges from them, I kind of stopped, and maybe I shouldn't have, but I did, and that's just on me. I just didn't continue to play. And then they started coming out with some wonderful updates, which I have been waiting for a long time, and I was very happy to see that they were doing that. Okay, that's how we're gonna play this here. And I need a billboard. I'm glad the billboards do not do not take up any kind of comfort level or room effect or whatever you want to call it. I'm glad that they don't. That would be probably a pain in the butt. But okay, so what was this? Yeah, we'll do it in a minute. So let's let that equipment and stuff come in. And then we can, yeah, they're pretty quick with that. They're pretty quick with that. You know, then we can go ahead and work on this. Okay, now let's see. Get that fixed. Let's look at the markets real quick. Okay, we're good here. So we are going to deliver those. We are more than good here. Now, when the rest of these are done, we're just going to put them in store. They're going to be in storage, and we're just going to let it happen, right? Just going to let it happen. There we go. Now, if we go to it, we'll see we can't do any more in this cycle. So now we go over here and we do the same for these. When the rest of these, I think that leaves us with 3. So next cycle we'll get rid of them. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. So as you can see, we've completed it. We've completed that. So that's wonderful. That's great. Now, honestly, 50 advanced products. Let's see if we can't get that really quick. Okay, so right now we need 4 more specialists. And I definitely need... I've got... Let's see. I've got the metal specialist, I've got my assembly specialist, and I've got my wood specialist. But I don't have any plastic specialists, which should be here. Now I could just put the guys as some sort of other specialist, but I kind of want to spread it out a bit. But I do think I'm going to need at least 1 more assembly specialist. So we can do that. And as we can see, we now need 3 more specialists, which I think the plastic specialists, I think I'm going to do 3 more of those. So, okay. Now, let's see. In light of what I just said about, let's see, are we going to be using this? No. So, let's move this over. Let's move this over. They still have room. Let's put it right there. Everyone still has room to move. Let's move this over. And then let's move these over. Yeah. Let's move these over. Give these guys something to do with themselves. Okay. These 2 actually are kind of in the way. Kind of in the way. Can you move over? No, let's move you over there. Nope, that's stupid. Let's move you over there. That still may be stupid, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's move you here. And let's move you here. Okay. Alright, now let us then put this here, and then we're gonna put this here. Let's see who's on the phone. What you got? Oh, him and these flamingos, dude. I don't know about that. I had tried to do them before, but it just wasn't working. It didn't work. So, as you can see, we've completed most of this milestone, which is great. It's absolutely great. Completed the majority of this milestone. Why is his thumbs down? Let me see here. Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess that did kind of mess, but this is supposed to be 1 whole room. So let's see, we need more decoration over here. At least, what do we already have? And the reason why I'm wondering what we already have is because if you're not familiar with these things, once you use something the first time, if you use it again, you miss out, I think it's half of the effect. So that means that if something originally give you 40, it's only going to give you 20. I think I've used that already. I think this candy dispenser is what I'm going to use over here. Order it. Okay, so what we're going to do, I need to remove this. I should have done that. I should have done that at the same time that I did this. Let's just do the bulldozer thing. We're going to take this out. Let's order it. So that these two can be, oh, you know what? I see what I did. I have this here. Well, you know, I can just move this. I didn't realize I didn't move this over. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, we can't do anything with that. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So they're going to bring in some of this other stuff. Okay, so that's fine over there. And that guy's finished. We now have increased area for storage. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be a zone. And I think we're going to end the episode after this. But there should be some sort of little walkway here. The zone is not big, okay? It's not big by any means, but it's big enough. And what I really should have done was made it go all the way down here. Because I don't know if they're going to, well, yeah, because they're considering it to be a big room, a huge room. Which for me is fine. So I'll leave this actually here. Because I don't, see, if I expand this, I don't know if I'll get another hit. Like for a large room, will I get a minus 75? No, the large room is 25. This is a huge room. I wonder if there's like a gigantic room hit that you can get. I don't know. But we're going to end the episode. But as you can see, we have a mold infection. And I see where it is. So in the next episode, we're going to take care of this mold infection. We're also going to do a couple other things. We're also going to, we have two areas where the mold infection is. We're also going to make sure that we have our storage area, well, not storage, but our delivery area taken care of. We're going to probably get some shelves, put some things on the shelves so they can be out of the way so people can walk through there. Because if you had noticed in the video, people were stepping over stuff and it was slowing them down. So I'm trying to make it as efficient as possible, but not make it that efficient. So I'm trying to have them stop slipping. I'm trying to stop, you know, some of that bottleneck. And that's one of the things that you do. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like and subscribe if you want to see others. I can tell you when they're going to be, thanks to the YouTube alert notifications. And I hope to see you on the next video. But until then, this is just trying to play it. Stay safe, everybody.